ECCB, our financial guide. Side by side, we go match with pride. ECCB, our financial guide. Side by side, we go match with pride.
No say we are for win, yeah.
When it comes to electrical solutions, trust the experts. At Static Electrical Services, we're your trusted partners in all things electrical engineering. Our team of highly skilled electrical technicians are dedicated to delivering top-notch services for both residential and commercial clients. From design and installation to maintenance and repairs, we've got you covered. We work closely with our clients to understand their unique needs and deliver tailored solutions that save time and money. Join the growing list of satisfied customers who trust Static Electrical Services for all their electrical engineering needs. Email us at staticelect.services@gmail.com or call or WhatsApp 669-4225. Static Electrical Services, where expertise meets excellence and every connection matters. Your power, our passion.
From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devonne Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
It's Friday, November 3rd, 2023, and you're listening to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius. Thank you so much for joining the program today. A pleasant morning is wished to all of our listeners here in St. Kitts and Nevis and those in the diaspora. Thank you for joining the program. It's Friday, the end of the week, and of course, we're in the best month of the year. I always have to put that in. We'll now take a look at the top stories internationally, regionally, and locally. On the local scene, police investigating homicide in McKnight. St. Kitts and Nevis recorded murder number 24 for the year. According to a news release from local police, an investigation into an alleged altercation that led to the death of a male on November 1st, 2023 has begun. The incident happened between 2:30 and 3 p.m. in South Pond Alley Macnites and Kits. When police arrived on the scene, they discovered a lifeless body with visible chop wounds around the body, which was subsequently identified as Japheth Liebert, 24-year-old Japheth Liebert of Central Westbourne Street. Across the region, the main opposition's People's National Party, PNP, spokesperson on Foreign Affairs Lisa Hanna has called for the resignation of Foreign Affairs Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith following Jamaica's no-show on the recent United Nations vote on a humanitarian truce in the Gaza Strip in the wake of Israel's war with Hamas. Hanna, who was speaking during an interview with Radio Jamaica, said the Andrew Holness-led administration, quote, continues to hide behind a cloak of mystery in relation to Israel, end of quote. She says to have missed the vote on the provision of humanitarian assistance goes against who Jamaicans are as a people. Quote, this particular resolution was just asking for something very simple. Protect the human rights and legality, give the humanitarian ceasefire to help the people during this very difficult time. And we did not vote for it. We were missing, end of quote. On the international scene, Gaza Ministry of Health spokesperson Ashraf Al-Qudra held a press briefing in Gaza. These are among the latest statistics he has provided. 1,200 children still buried under the debris. 136 paramedics killed. 25 ambulance vehicles completely destroyed. 126 hospitals and another 50 medical centers targeted, referring to Thursday's limited number of wounded that left through Rafah border crossing. The Ministry of Health spokesperson Al-Qudra said. He said, quote, we need to have at least 800 victims with critical medical conditions to leave Gaza. We cannot medically attend those cases here within Gaza Strip hospitals already collapsing. In the past few days, we lost many victims who were critically wounded. These are the top stories, local, regional, and international. It is 6 minutes past the 11 o'clock hour, and you're listening to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius. Thank you so much for joining the program. I want to give out the numbers early for those of you who want to participate later on in the program. You can call us at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Let's take this short break and we will be right back to continue the conversation for today.
From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devonne Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
'Tis the season to be merry with ZIZ Radio and Television Broadcasting Network. And what a better way to make your business stand out than by spreading holiday cheer to your potential customers with our spectacular Christmas package designed to help your business shine during this festive season. We'll tailor our advertising solutions to match your unique business needs. Whether you're a cozy local shop, a trendy online store, or a bustling service provider, we've got something special for you. you. Plus, our packages are incredibly cost-effective, allowing you to get the most value for your marketing budget. But that's not all. When you choose our Christmas packages, you get ear-catching radio and eye-catching television spots that will keep your business on everyone's mind. Social media campaigns that will keep your followers engaged and excited. So what are you waiting for? This Christmas, make your business the star of the show and give your customers a reason to celebrate. Call us at 465-2621, 465-2622, or visit our sales and marketing department to learn more about our Christmas packages. Together, let's make this holiday season truly magical for your business. Merry Christmas and happy business to you.
Welcome back to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius. Thank you so much for joining the conversation for today, Friday, November 3rd, 2023. It's a Friday. Some of you may had a stressful week. You had a productive week. Not much happened this week, but we are at the end of the week. Thank God it's Friday. Give thanks for life. I want to share two things with you, both from the Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force. This one is from the National Intervention Team, and I was reading it this morning and I thought that it was a very commendable act by the police force. It says the National Intervention Team, a dedicated unit within the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, ended the month of October with a remarkable act of community service. In a touching gesture, they extended a helping hand to some of our cherished seniors, contributing 5 essential food baskets to individuals in need. The beneficiaries of this heartfelt initiative included Mr. Lancel Ordain of Old Road, Miss Hendel Mills of Craddock Road, Mr. Alphonse Taylor of Westbury, and Miss Gwendolyn Stapleton of Lodge. During the interaction, officers received not only professional guidance but also invaluable insights into maintaining a balanced personal life. The resounding message of prioritizing faith and self-care echoed throughout the Federation, underscoring the team's commitment to holistic well-being. Sergeant Ordain, head of the National Intervention Team, expressed her profound gratitude for the warm reception and kind words shared by our esteemed seniors. Their appreciation for the efforts of our officers resonated deeply, reaffirming the importance of community engagement and support. Kudos to the Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force for this exceptional community service initiative. And the following is a statement regarding the Sadler's Secondary School incident. This is from the Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force, received moments ago. On October 31st, 2023, at approximately 6 p.m., the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force was officially informed of a possible security breach at the Sadler's Secondary School. According to the report received, some students had allegedly observed what appeared to be a firearm in a storeroom at the school earlier that day. A subsequent search of the storeroom by the school's security officer yielded no results. Fully acknowledging the serious nature of the report, police officers went to the school the following day and they supervised this customary entry security screening of students at the start of school day. On November 3rd, 2023, the school compound and its perimeter were thoroughly searched in a joint investigative effort between the police force and the Customs Canine Unit. This was done to ensure the compound was free of contraband and to further address additional security concerns expressed by students and staff alike. The joint search produced no illegal items or contraband. As the Federation's primary law enforcement agency, the maintenance of peace, law and order are paramount priorities of the police force. All reports made to the police force are regarded with a high level of importance, and even more so when the presence or use of illegal weaponry is allegedly involved. Thus, the force's staunch zero-tolerance stance to those who persistently choose to create a life outside our nation's legal parameters continues to bear fruit. Our quest for justice will neither slow nor cease, the statement read. We continue to encourage persons who may have information of criminal activity to call the nearest police station or the Crime Stoppers hotline 707. The police force will maintain a high level of vigilance as we work to safeguard the well-being of our communities and the communal assets within that we serve and empower our people. That was a statement from the Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force regarding the incident at the Sadler's Secondary School, or the report rather, of a firearm being found. For those of you who are on social media, you perhaps may have seen a report or reports via social media that suggested a firearm was found at the premises. According to this statement from the Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force, there was no firearm, and they conducted a search with members of their team, police officers, and the Customs Canine Unit. It is 11:15. You're listening to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm Devonne Cornelius, and thank you so much for joining the program. We'll open the phone lines and we'll begin taking your calls at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Again, the numbers are 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. I forgot to share with you that the interview scheduled with Prime Minister Dr. Drew had to be rescheduled to next week, Friday, instead of today. He was originally scheduled to join me on the program today, but due to matters of national importance, he was unable to do so. And so we have rescheduled to next week, Friday, to have a sit down with Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew. That's next week, Friday. So be sure to mark your calendars and join the conversation. So let me apologize to the listeners who were anticipating the conversation with Prime Minister Drew today. The phone lines are open. We are welcoming your calls. So we have our first caller for this morning. All right, let's take this call. The caller, good morning, yes, and welcome to the program.
Thank you for welcoming me on a Friday when everybody broke.
How you know everybody brokes?
Well, because I could hear them moaning and groaning.
Okay.
And some of them making noise easy.
All right.
Okay, so how you do?
I'm doing good.
Okay, well, I'm doing good. I thought you were going to say you're not too bad. If you say you're not too bad, that means you're one bad.
Oh.
I'm here listening the report, and you open your mouth and stuff. Now, I want to say something here. Now, how is it that every now and then you can hear police say that they take up one more gun off the street in that old house, an abandoned house, or an abandoned house? And you're going to tell me a whole school, somebody out of that hundreds of children in the school, they make an alarm about what they were talking about, whether it's gun, ammunition, or whatever it is. 60 million Frenchmen cannot be wrong. And a whole school make the alert that thing there was on the premises. And they're going to go over there the same day when they get the report. Go home, go sleep, and then go back the next day and say they ain't find nothing. When they go sleep, the perpetrator going to take up what they carry there. They're going to find a way to go for it and take it up. So the report is not satisfactory to the listeners. They got to say, well, okay, from the time they get the report, one police were there, and before he go home, another police take up duty so that they can see anybody who come in the school to try to remove anything. So nobody accepting that. But all years they're going to hear them say the foreigner are going up in your tongue, one up my tongue in an abandoned house. So how they not going in there? If somebody ain't say are going in there and they're going to find it. And let me tell you something, Devon.
I'm listening.
Over the years, in St. Kitts, I never hear no government go in Parliament and debate a bill to increase the penalty, make it harsh penalty for people when they break the law with these illegal weapons. Nobody is debating that. All kind of bills are carrying up on table, and they leave in the main thing that is trying people's lives. Gun. How the gun them come in here? It is time for any administration to go in Parliament and concentrate on these illegal weapons. Because I am sure there are more illegal weapons in St. Kitts and Nevis than one monkey we got in the countries. Yes. So therefore, I am calling on any administration who run in the country, take time out, put these penalties for these illegal weapons in the country, debate it in the House and have it passed with some harsh penalties so that those who have it and those who want it, they could think about the penalty before they pay the money and get those things. Anyway, thank you for listening, Devon.
And Carl, thank you for your contribution to the discussion for today. You're listening to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. The phone lines are open. Call us at 465-2555 or 718-5772-916. Caller, thank you for your contribution to the program. He was commenting on the report from the police regarding the incident at the Sadler's Secondary School. It is 20 minutes past, and you're listening to The Edge. A few days ago, I reported that the government of St. Kitts and Nevis will be hosting a series of community consultations in preparation for Budget 2024. And they held one on Thursday. The first was on Tuesday, October 31st. But another was held on Thursday evening in the Old Road Community Center, of course, for people who reside in the Old Road community, and for them to make their suggestions and ideas to the government on what they would want to see in the budget for the fiscal year 2024. And present at the consultation was, presentations were made by Nerissa Williams, Permanent Secretary for Environment, Climate Action and Constituency Empowerment on the Sustainable Island State, and Van Roy Agard, a statistician of the Ministry of Sustainable Development, the Director of Fiscal Affairs and Policy in the Ministry of Finance, and Melissa Henry, an economist from the Ministry of Economic Development and Investment. And they were there for the budget consultations hosted by the government of St. Kitts and Nevis in preparation for Budget 2024. The consultations are being held under the theme Marching Forward on the Journey to a Sustainable Island State. Countries across the Caribbean and globally are still working towards the Sustainable Development Goals and are trying to achieve these goals by the year 2030. There's some in our communities in society who argue, and rightly so, that our actions today are not helping us to get closer to achieving those sustainable development goals. And so on one hand, we're just saying what we want to do, but on the other hand, we're not actually doing it. We're having conferences and sessions after sessions after sessions about the sustainable development goals. But where is the real action? And I'm not just talking about real action from the organizations and governments, but real action from us as a community, as a people. What are we doing to ensure that we get there? It's 11:23. Let's take a short break, and we'll be right back to continue the conversation here on The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM.
Can survive on the labor.
Hosford's, Carib, and OJ's present the Legends Calypso Tent. It's explosive Calypso at Spratnet for Guy Fawkes Night on Sunday, November 5. On stage and on fire, Empress Lyrics, Alabulu, Lady Carrots, The Newcomer, Mike DJ, Lord Payne, Lady Fate, The Undertaker, Ijo the Invincible, Westside, Reiko, Socrates, and more. Legends Tent showtime 8 p.m. and $20 admission. Your MC, The Cutter. It's Legends for Guy Fawkes at Spratnet.
Scanning my cat.
Welcome back to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius. Thank you so much for joining the conversation. It is Friday, November 3rd, 2023. Thank you so much for joining us. The phone lines are open. We have a caller on the line. All right, let's head to the phone lines and we will take this call.
Yeah, Devon, me again. Devon.
Yes, caller. Go ahead.
Okay. Who have better security than America schools? And you see students are still slipping in with guns in the backpack and shoot up who they want to shoot up in the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
Under the tight security what America got for the schools. Do we have that kind of security here by our schools them to detect those things when they're passing with them?
No, we don't.
Okay.
No, we have security officers, but we don't have advanced systems.
Okay, that speaks for itself. That alone speaks for itself.
Well, you know, I can tell you this much, Carla. I left high school about 5-6 years ago, right? And from
no wonder you're so right.
From my own experience, as I said earlier, all the schools have a security officer or security officers, but there is only we are very reactive. Right. So whenever an incident happens, if about the police and security forces, they come out in their numbers and they go to the schools.
Like a big upstairs.
It does not happen, or it has not been happening on a regular basis where all of the schools have security, advanced security measures to detect. And I'm saying this because I left school not too long ago, and this is what I saw.
And that is facts. That's right. No, we are very reactive for true. Very much reactive. And I mean, they should learn. People should learn from their own mistakes and other people's mistakes. From what we have seen over the years, happening, especially in America. Every now and then, I remember the Columbine, high school, that was the first one that I pay attention to. And we ain't learn nothing from them. And when you look, you got gun in the east, gun in the west, north and south, not licensed. And they're going to tell me they're going to just got a watchman by the school say security. So what the police can do, the watchman cannot do. The police are there to enforce the law and uphold the law. And the police who said, Devon, you come here, stop. Let me see the backpack. An ordinary security watchman can't do that. Otherwise, the parents could sue him. So they need proper security by the school, them. Fine. Walk up in here and drop down, And it's very contagious. And they, like you said, they're going to wait until something happens. And then the amount of police going to be around the school, it's going to be more than the bees on the beehive. I got that one. Morning, Carl Brown.
All right, caller, thank you for your contribution to the program. But, I understand what you're saying, caller, and I'm listening to you. On the other hand, it may just be a case of a false alarm. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt and say it may be a case of a false alarm. Maybe a student or a group of students saw something what they thought was a firearm, and there was no firearm. Right? Let's just hope that is the case. They saw something that they thought was a firearm, and when they went back, they realized, boy, this wasn't really a firearm. This was something, or children could be children. And I leave it there. The phone lines are open. We're taking your calls. 465-2555. We have a caller. Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Cornelius.
Yes, welcome.
It's all kind of crimes that have been taking place, right? And then you have the Attorney General is involved with one concerning me, Cash Right Here. A matter gone back to 2017, and I was prevented from getting my holiday pay. I took the matter to court. I win my case, and yet still, the Attorney General is like, he ain't getting involved in signing my tax. 2017, it's a justice delayed, it's justice denied. But this justice was not denied because the magistrate issued the judgment. And it's like, I don't understand it. Cornelius, and one AK-47 was pointed on me by the authorities. Started in 1991. And it continued after the next administration, and because of me being outspoken, it's like I must be a sheep. I can't be a sheep. I could tell it this truth. I'm a sheep and a goat in the skin of them. A goat sheep always up in the ear and sheep tail. Here's the head and the tail not between the hind leg. I cannot eat that way. So, Cornelius, to the World Federation tonight. I could have gone to jail because they decide I can't work in Trinket because I make Denzel Douglas lose. Anyway, pray to put it in such a way. I end up getting this security done. I wasn't getting it before. And that is what I used to get out of better deal to further my work and my farm. I cannot get my holiday pay. And it's a lot, it's done for me. I work for it. Mine. Why did the Attorney General back in 2017? I was very silent. I waited until the matter came to a conclusion and waited and waiting and still waiting. I'm waiting in vain, Don't fight on like a brave warrior, They bury me alive, but I'm still breathing. I run and talk and run talk. That's like what's going on with agriculture. Let me call that same agriculture. I had a husband in Canada. Set a man want to teach me money and Denzel Douglas and Timothy Harris as Minister of Agriculture, Douglas is the Prime Minister, and Chief, the one said it happened once, but it happened twice, it happened twice, and it lose the market. He wasn't paying enough rate. So when you hear me talking about agriculture, nastiness going on, lot of nastiness. Man.
All right, Connor, thank you for your contribution. We do want to take some more calls, all right? Thank you so much for your contribution. The phone lines are open and we're taking your calls. Let's take this call. Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I am doing good.
Nice to hear that, thank God. Now, I have a little problem. I will put it to you. I'm not calling nobody near me.
Wait, caller. Turn down the radio. You have to turn on the radio. There's a lot of feedback.
Yes, sir. You do you know?
Yes. Go ahead. That's better.
Thank God. Well, after the Unity Party win election, the Prime Minister, which was Mr. Timothy Harris, tell Mr. I don't command any government now. He must call me. My name is Campbell Mercer. Call me and tell me to get a gang of people to go to the cemetery to work. Because I don't think ever come to a long time how the baby will look. Well, if you never come to at that time we had a lot of grass, so could you find a grave, a tomb, nothing at all. I get my workers them, pick some fellas, do the work. Okay? They satisfy the work. And I continue after the government. This gentleman called me on a phone call to Mr. Harris and get some people, and I do as Mr. Harris said, I get them. So for the time election, Mr. Harris win, I was working down the cemetery. I work cemeteries I used to work as a field supervisor. That finished. After this government get in power, they call me, I tell him, hey, me old, me no work on. He said, well, he called me 3 times. They were doing the work. He meet one day, he said, boy, I satisfied how you got these people working. Well, after they were campaigning, my name in the mouth with the toothpaste and water. I do the work clean. Couple months ago, though, after they call me and tell me, the same gentleman who called me to work and I tell him, me old, he called me a work. He looked me and he said, boy, you're doing a good job. I was telling you, you're a field supervisor. I do the work. And now, do you think that is right, that the same woman don't give me $1? And to know, the man who used to be in charge of this step called me the Thursday, the Friday will come off my vacation, tell me that this gentleman, this gentleman called and said, I must send me home. I come home. If you know you send me home, they send you home from ZIZ. They're supposed to have your money prepared for your teacher.
I'm listening to you, yes?
Okay. Well, until now, they don't give me $1. I work 7 years a month as a field supervisor. A lady, she name. When I asked about when the man tell her, she called back and she tell me, oh, no money there for me. Do you think that is right on the garden side? So you could continue to think about it.
Caller, thank you for your contribution to the program. It's 11:35 and you're listening to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. The phone lines are open at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Let's take this break and we will be right back to continue the conversation.
This message is for every business owner in St. Kitts and Nevis. Jumpstart your business and set yourself apart from your competitors with an advertising solution from ZIZ Radio, ZIZ Television, or Big Wave. The Advertising Solutions Department at ZIZ prides itself on providing client-focused advertising solutions that make sense for all local businesses. Don't use the excuse that you can't afford to advertise. Call us at 465-2621. We will sit with you, discover your needs, and design a solution that fits your budget. Advertising works, and with ZIZ, it works even better for your business.
ZIZ TV presents a new season of Healthwise, Mondays at 8:30 p.m., hosted by Dr. Monique Lescott, Dr. Jolette Woodley, and Dr. Patrice Lawrence. The new season of Healthwise starts at 8:30 p.m., Monday, 6 November 2023.
Welcome back to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius. Thank you so much for joining the conversation. It is 11:37. We break at noon for the midday newscast. We're taking your calls to hear your thoughts and views and opinions of matters of national interest across the region and on the international scene here on The Edge. Call us at 465-2555. We have a caller?
Yes.
We do. Caller, good morning and welcome to the program.
Devon?
Yes.
This is about the second time I heard the last caller make that complaint Well, I'm saying it now. Legally, when someone is dismissed from a job, they're supposed to have the money to pay the person, because the person do not have any more right on the property where they was working, and they dismiss them, they fire them. That turn your way. So give the person, give the employee all that you have for them right there. Give them the check. If they want to say, well, they're making time, they need time to make up their holiday pay and all of that, it's not supposed to pass a week. If the person getting paid by the week to make up the holiday pay, it's not supposed to pass a week and the other person come back in a week time, or they send the money to the person. But you don't fire, you don't fire a person. They don't get it in the morning, before they go on the job, they can fire him. So they're supposed to don't make up their money and pay the man. Pay the man. That's what you see happen. Does happen when happen, When happen, is a load of things that cause happen to happen. Now they violate the man rights. Pay the man the money. That is wrong. And I condemn in all wrong. And I'm upholding righteousness. I don't want no face and no color when it comes to that. Not me. Because my conscience don't have no color. You got some people when they do the wrong maldow, and they go lie down, they got all 7 and 9 pills upon the head hiding the conscience. But they can't hide it. God no care how they turn the face and them pillar the conscience where they want them. He says, see me here. Clear up your heart. Anyway, Devon, thanks again, man.
Caller, and thank you for your contribution to the discussion. It's 11:39 and you're listening to The Edge, ZIZ Radio. I'm Devonne Cornelius. The phone lines are open. We are welcoming your calls at 465-2555, 718-577-2916. We're also live via Facebook, ZIZ's Facebook page, and the YouTube channel, and on TV as well. So thank you to those who have joined via those platforms. I'm so sorry that I can't see who have joined via those platforms, but again, thank you so much for joining. I wanted to share something with you, the listeners, as you were talking about a sustainable island state. And I know that we are passionate and very interested in topics of, or whenever we talk about agriculture and the difficulties, the successes, the challenges, the good, the bad that we see in agriculture. Now, the ministry with responsibility for agriculture and marine resources, which is led by Samuel Duggins, announced a series of successful initiatives launched in observance of World Food Day, all of which align with the ambitious goal of achieving food self-sufficiency by 2025, referred to as 25 by 25. In just 1 week, the ministry has made significant strides toward a sustainable future, strategically focusing on 4 pillars: educating, recognizing, innovating, and conserving. With respect to educating the Federation's future generations, Mr. Duggins said that understanding that education is the foundation of sustainable development, the ministry has donated gardening supplies to local schools. This initiative bridges the gap between classroom learning and hands-on experiences with nature, fostering a new generation of informed and responsible citizens. I know that there are schools within St. Kitts and Nevis that have a green space, and so for those, for Nevis, their schools, they use that green space to supply their kitchen. So instead of the Ministry of Education having to go to the supermarket or vendors to purchase their vegetables and fruits and all of that, they have a green space where they try as much as possible to get grow these foods and use them. Of course, the Ministry of Agriculture continues to encourage our people to eat local, buy local, but eat local, and so that is what schools have been doing. And these green spaces are not just supported by the Education Ministry, but also by the PTA That's the parent-teacher associations and parents and the community at large. I know there's some educational institutions in St. Kitts as well that have a green space, and so I think this initiative encourages more of that, and of course teaching children how to farm. There's so many people, I'm going to call it names, but there's so many people that they don't know how to plant a tree, and it might sound like something very simple, but I really think it means a lot. The press release goes on to say that the hard work and dedication of farmers and fishers who play a crucial role in the Federation's journey towards food security have been celebrated at a special food honors ceremony. All right. Minister Duggins said that this event recognized their invaluable contributions and reinforced the government's commitment to supporting these stakeholders. In the face of contemporary challenges, innovation remains the heart of sustainable development. According to Minister Duggins, the ministry is embracing technological advances to foster a thriving and sustainable agricultural sector. We spoke about this some weeks ago, smart agriculture, and that is where we are going, especially with the effects of climate change and the intensity of the storms and hurricanes, and with the challenges of stray animals, wild animals, destroying the crops and destroying farms. Of course, the monkeys continue to terrorize our farmers. Efforts have been, steps have been put in place, measures have been put in place to find a way to decrease the monkey population. People suggest you shoot them. I remember participating in a consultation / seminar where a suggestion was made. The conversation was being had about giving the monkeys birth control, because the monkeys are breeding so fast. Just killing them would not be as effective as we thought it would be, or could be, I don't know. But issuing birth control was also a suggestion, because the monkeys are breeding really fast and the population is increasing rapidly. It says here, in a quest for a sustainable and greener future, the ministry has introduced the Greenhouse Village initiative, leveraging cutting-edge technology to revolutionize traditional agricultural practices, ultimately aiming to increase productivity and food security. The initiative, successful in larger Caribbean nations such as Guyana and Trinidad and Tobago, aims to enhance productivity while maintaining ecological balance, said Duggins. Recognizing the critical role of water in achieving food security and sustainable development, Mr. Duggins said the ministry is taking strategic steps to conserve water resources. Of course, water is life, and you can't have a productive... there can't be food security without water. And so with all the rain falling, there has to be proper catchment systems in place to ensure that when all of this rain falls, it is not just wasted. It's 11:46. Let's head back to the phone lines and we will take this call. Caller, welcome to the program.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Host.
Good morning.
And really, the pattern from adverse circumstances that have effect on agriculture, and one of the you didn't include one, which is conflicts, wars, and I am thinking about right now that war with Israel and the Palestinians.
Mm-hmm.
The Americans do not want the war to escalate, so they're having some carriers up there. That don't mean that it intimidate others who would want to join in and warning them. But, you know,
I believe that this war would escalate. For me, as a personal wisdom, United Nations, they should, at least they don't have the strength. And it seems like they're all divided. They should stop the war. For me, violence begets violence. I am looking at the toll it having on the people, especially the children.
Right.
So, this could have repercussions for the world. And that is what I'm looking at. Oil price. We now should be redoubling our effort in regard to renewable energy, apart from agriculture. Because this war, if it escalates, I mean, oil price would go up to nearly $200 a barrel in a time.
We lost that caller. Caller, thank you for your contribution. It is 11:48. We end the program at noon for the midday newscast. Thank you so much for listening. The phone lines are open and we're taking your calls at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. It's the end of the week and I want to use this opportunity to wish you a very peaceful and restful weekend. If you've been working very hard since Monday, man, just take some time out and rest, spend time with family and friends, and use the opportunity to unwind, because sometimes we keep going, and we think that that is all we've been designed for, to just work. Sometimes it's good to relax, slow down a bit, and take it easy. Alright? You're listening to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. Let's hear some quick ads, and when we come back, we will begin wrapping up the program.
From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devonne Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
Welcome back to the program. You're listening to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm Devonne Cornelius. Thank you so much for joining the conversation. We'll take just a few more calls as we have about 9 minutes left before we end the program for today. So the phone lines are open. Call us to give your contribution to the conversation. 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. You're listening to The Edge. The statement I have here from Agriculture also goes on to say that the ministry launched the drought resilience irrigation project called DRIP. This initiative has equipped farmers with the tools necessary for more efficient water use, ensuring a sustainable water supply and fostering growth in produce. I appreciate the work that farmers in St. Kitts and Nevis do, and farmers generally, because we go to the supermarket and we see all of this lovely produce and we purchase these items. Some of us grumble to purchase them. We say, oh, they're too expensive, but we don't know the hard work and labor that go into producing these items. We don't know the hardship that some of the farmers go through because they're trying to produce these items. We don't know how many monkeys the farmers have to deal with on a regular basis. We don't know how many stray animals that terrorize and destroy their crops. So I really appreciate the work of farmers and the fisherfolk as well. But in this instance, the farmers. And I want to use this platform to say thank you to our farmers who are out there working. Some of you maybe want to give up. Some of you are perhaps tired. Some of you are perhaps you're pleading for help and assistance, and it is not coming as fast as it should. I just want to use this platform to offer some words of encouragement to let you know that you're appreciated for the hard work and contribution you make towards your country, towards economic and sustainable development. You are appreciated. You're listening to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm Devonne Cornelius. The phone lines are open and we're welcoming your calls. I want to leave a quote with you before I close off the program, and this quote is for motivation, and I think it's fitting to what I was just talking about. Someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. That quote is from Warren Buffett. As you go throughout the rest of your Friday, Saturday, into Sunday, think about this quote. What does it mean and how does it relate to your life? Again, someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. I'm also encouraging you to join me next week as we will be speaking with the Prime Minister, next week Friday, and we'll be having some guests joining us from Monday right down to Thursday as well to speak on a number of matters of national importance and bringing the information to you, the listeners of The Edge, here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. And of course, I'll have a few episodes where I give you, the listeners, the opportunity to raise topics of your own choice, things that you want to bring to the attention of others, and an opportunity for your concerns and opinions to be heard. Definitely, I believe in that, and listening to other people and listening to their views and opinions. Of course, we're not always going to agree on any matter, any issue, but it is important that we listen to others and listen to the contribution that they make and the views and opinions that they have. And sometimes their view, their opinion, their ideas and suggestions, they go a long way, and they make maybe not a large scale that impact hundreds and thousands of people, but sometimes the little that they say definitely makes a change. You've been listening to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM for Friday, November 3rd, 2023. I've been your host, Devonne Cornelius. Thank you so much for joining me today and for this week. And I look forward to interacting with you in the week ahead. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and have a restful weekend. Don't drink and drive, please. Don't text and drive, and avoid excessive speeding. If you're late, you're already late. Take your time on the road. You guys have a fantastic Friday. Bye-bye.
Analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.